Alright, welcome back to Stranglehold. It looks like I'm saying new game, it's not, it's just a weird way of it continue the game. Really don't understand, it's like the only game I've ever seen in my life where you continue and it looks like you start a new game. Keep my mouth shut for the cutscene.
You got balls, I'll give you that. So before my guys blow your brains out, I'll humor you. What do you want?
I want my daughter.
You too? Tico's a popular girl, huh? Look, cop. The girl's my leverage against Wong. She's a wild card. He doesn't know what she knows or what she'll do. As long as I've got her, the old man needs to play ball with the golden cane.
Which means what?
We give him Tico, and he gives us a slice of Hong Kong.
You are even dumber than I thought. You think he would just hand you the car keys in return for Tico?
He's a man of honor. He says he believes in the old ways.
He put a bullet in his daughter. How honorable is that? Let me guess. He set the time and place for the drop and wants you to deliver Tico personally. I'm talking to a dead man. I saved this for you.
Okay.
You got a plan?
You give me Tico, I'll help you chop off Dragon Claw's head.
No. Chop the head off first. Take out Wong. And Tico's yours.
Change the drop spot away from his backyard. Find a more populated area. That'll keep Tico safer.
Okay, I got it. My old neighborhood. Galo and Singtai. I know every corner of that hole. I'll call you with the exact location.
That's how you do business.
I'll take it from there.
He's out for revenge. His quote-unquote father-in-law.
Yeah?
This is Lee. Golden Cane and Dragonclaw are making a drop. A kidnap victim.
I know all about it.
Just tell me where. I'll get...
Don't. I'll handle it my way.
Crossing too many lines, Tequila. It's no way to get your badge back.
I don't give a damn about my badge. I want my daughter.
Oh, my golden pistols. I see. Okay, this place is a literal dump. Background cool. Just walking to someone ghostly. Come here. Come here. What do you think you're doing? Ass. Give me your pistols, actually. Oh, standoff, is it? Okay. I don't know how to do these. Wish I do. Fuck. Okay, that's all. Oh, there's a canister there I didn't notice. I can shoot. Will you... Okay, yeah, your head. Thank you. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked. Y'all will get fucked. That's a checkpoint. I keep forgetting about the grenades. It's Q, isn't it? Going for a swim. That was a nice swim. I can't see it because of the water effect. I don't know if that's a good water effect or not. Okay, so I guess this place is in the middle of being demolished. I didn't intend to use that one. I guess it works. Let's walk through here, I guess. Oh. It's like this. Oh, There's health there, I need to grab that. With the health. Thank you. Well, I saw someone else shooting at me. Not from this way. Someone got me in the middle of the air. Come on, I'm going this way, down here. You bastards. Then again. I keep pressing 4 not 3. Yikes. Oh, you son of a bitch. That looked weird. Very weird. This was... There's parkour, I see. Grenades, I see. Oh. Have I seen anyone else? Other than those I've just came in. Don't have this health, thank you very much. Hey. And shooting. I love that accuracy. It just means it's a game more accurate when I'm not standing still. But then it's the first time I have to use a rocket launcher. Fuck. Oh. That's all. Cutscene. I think I'm in position.
Looks like Tico's daddy ain't gonna make it.
Big dude to remember, brother.
Yogi, changing the location on such short notice. I wonder if you trust me.
Like a father, Wong.
Then take a father's advice. You understand how business will work after this transaction? The Dragonclaw have been a part of Hong Kong's history for centuries, Mr. Young. I trust you'll follow the ancient code of conduct, that you'll run an honorable business that we can both be proud of.
Can we cut the crap and get this done? My suit is getting wet.
I need to see the girl first.
So you can blow her brains out in an ancient and honorable manner?
Honor sometimes requires that bad blood be drained.
You think Tico's father would agree?
Fortunately, he's no longer a concern.
You say that like you believe it.
There we go. Finally. Be the big guy.
Sure, dead.
You couldn't hold him off for just 1 minute.
And all you had to do was show up on time. It was a simple plan.
Your plan has failed, gentlemen, and I have the prize.
Don't need a new guy. We don't have a problem right now. In a wild barrel. Yeah, of course, dudes that needs to get shot doesn't get shot. Hello. Do I continue? Looks like I do. And this might be the final episode then, if that's the case. From the looks of it. I can tell that the game is going to end when I get my daughter. This, goddamn, what finale? Oh, this giant in Japan. Couldn't have killed him now, you know? No. Nope. 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 Well, that didn't work. Oh, hi. That's cute. God damn it. Give me my ammo. Strong boys. Very strong boys. There we go. Oh, I wonder what the rocket's like when you use barrage. Can't believe I've not done that yet. Give me another rocket, please. I don't know what's happening right now. Whoa! There we go, okay. Nope. It's today, my friend. There you are. Okay. Make sure I'm pressing the red button. Oh, hell yeah. That's cool. You're not gonna get that. How am I not killing you? You got lucky with like 4 missiles. Beyond the tree, I know that. Let me get down here. Are you a grenade? And that's how you do it. Close to death, kind of. Give me 1 second, Lance. Yeah, I'm going to use this again. Direct impact. Again, the direct impact. Anything else? Oh. Yep. Yep. Oh boy. Just gonna lay here and shoot, you know. Oh, okay, never mind. Cool. I could be a heavy boy? Hell yeah, I'll be a heavy boy. Why are you doing this animation? I guess it's permission. Anyone else? Yep, more of you. No. Guys ain't got shit. Thank you. Okay. Is there just like wave after wave? Give me the origami. Okay, there's checkpoint. Damn it! Just give me the origami. How much money do you have? Great. I'll use rocket. That's quite decent damage. It's gonna be origami. Press free again. Think you're down to this? Yep. Not too hard. Just got caught off guard. Into the palace now, I think. It's not true. Meteor origami. Oh. Not that I'm seeing it right now. Okay. This looks like quite the boss arena. Okay. Alright. By fun, just lane shooting. Fact that I could climb that because all those origamis are on it. Mad.
Now this is truly operatic. There you stand, wanting my death, only our flesh and blood keeping your finger from the trigger, and my heart beating a little longer.
Let her go, old man.
I wish I could, but can I? This is tragic. Families destroyed, clans and empires shaken to rubble.
Got no one to blame but yourself.
Perhaps. We can end it right here, you know. Right now.
Oh, I will.
Not like that. Like civilized beings. Like family. There's been too much blood already. I don't want yours or hers. You take
Sure.
her away. you and Tico leave Hong Kong forever, and all will be forgotten. And forgiven. I'll put this house in order. Sweep the blood from the streets and mend the fences. I've bought my peace before, I'll do it again. But I need you gone. Forever.
Are you actually seriously asking me to make a deal with you?
For your daughter's life, I'd say you have no real choice.
So be it.
Let her go. You have my word.
And you have mine, for what it's worth.
Don't! It's a trap!
Tico, get down!
He's just shot in the arm. No send off. Well, I'll die from this. Whatever. Fuck. How are you walking? God, how many of these guys do I have to shoot? Okay. Okay, how am I not getting hit by this? God dang. Ow. Okay, now I'm getting shot. Give me the health, thank you. I've got 2 dudes to deal with. Where's the first one? What is this guy? Oh, down, you motherfucker. Okay, just walk right to me. Where the hell is these dudes? Oh. I'm just tired of you guys. Yeah, that's how that works. Honestly, that's not doing as much as I'd like to. So how does the RPG LMG work? What the hell I mean? I don't know if he's in the iframes or not there. I don't think that worked out great.
He's there! Kill him!
Okay, now you got a sniper. Kind of hold it up cutely. Just grab this. Then we go on this side. Grab this.
Taking out your frustrations on my decor?
Taking your frustrations out of my family. Oh, don't say you're pussying out. Of course, want to get all that. For what? I just destroyed driving with the others. Ow. Ooh, hello. Three shots still, but then. Very health. Yeah, we're boss out now? Nope. How come I've only got... Oh no, you must have used a lot of ammo real quick. Like how much have I just used?
Always
Yep, that's the one. Not as good as the LNG, let's be honest.
I could trim your whiskers.
Very good.
get him.
Okay, now... I'll go up here. Hello. Come on, get health, get health, get health. Get fuck up and help, heal. Die, you piece of shit.
Take him out, Dapong. That's an order.
Okay, now you can but then I wasted all that good shit as well. You will be shocked, Jesus Christ, man. Come on, me, just see what's over by here.
Kill you, you're gonna watch me fight sword.
Easy enough.
You killed Dapong.
Yeah, what about it?
Now you're dead.
Am I? Maybe you are. You mind?
I should have killed you.
Well, now you should have, right? Right when I was dating your daughter.
I've got you now.
No, you don't. I got you. This is fun, right? I guess we had, you didn't intend to kill him, but you killed your mother after all. His daughter.
Tico.
You run off too. Yeah. There's no wound in your arm.
It's over now.
I've heard a lot about you.
Good or bad?
She never stopped loving you. So, good things. All good things.
Oh my God. The paperwork is going to take a year. Here. I'm tired of carrying this thing around for you.
What's all the rest of the place? It's just you. Wow, very James Bond like. Well, that's the end of the game. C rank and the game status. That's it. That's it. And then the end cutscene. Good song. Cool song, but I don't think I can actually play the music. Overall, what did I think of this? Starring John Woo himself. But the game wasn't too bad. I mean, you could tell it's a game that the creator wasn't aware of PS3 lead, platform lead. Yeah, they needed PS3 leads back in those days. No one knew how to code for it. It's just, it's one of those games where you can just tell the creators of it was like their first venture in gaming. And I'm assuming that what they essentially did was translate a John Woo movie into a game. And the engines and the gameplay is okay. Bullet time, always a fun thing. That's the thing, there's like not much to say about it unless like you're a John Woo fan, I guess. So, because as what I consider it, it's another, well, it's a game based on a movie, which is another one of those movies which is based on a syndicate, cop going AWOL, essentially losing his badge for the sake of like family or getting the syndicate down, taking the syndicate down, you know. But overall, I found it decent. Maybe like a 7 out of 10. Maybe even a 6 at some points, I don't know. I mean, the second mission dragged on for a long ass time. And that was half the first episode and half the second episode for me. So now I gotta find something else to play for Friday. Because this video in total, in recording, 37 minutes. By the time I get to this point, it might be 30 minutes. But I might end up leaving this unedited for the most part. I do have a game in mind to play next. But the problem is though, is that they're short. I've got to have a look real quick. Overall though, I really don't think there's anything else to say really. Like, if you enjoy your short action games, if you enjoy a John Woo movie, which I never heard of John Woo before Stranglehold, I recommend the game. It's fairly cheap on GOG these days. Don't know if it's on Xbox, I don't think it was. Overall though, it was a blast. It's just a game made for the fun of it, which is something that you don't really see in today's age. The only games that you see made for the fun of it is very, very few AAA games, a couple of AA games, and mostly in the indie scene. But the problem that I find with the indie devs is, like, I'm sure a lot of you agree with this, the amount of times we see indie games get announced at like E3 or Summer Games Fest, Game Awards, whatever, and they all look the same, with the same generic music, with the same kind of trying to grab your attention by the mystique of it. Like, give me something different. If you're an indie game trying to sell yourself as like your title, do how like Hades did, or like, I mean, I'm not that interested in Hades, but I can see why a lot more people is interested in that. And I'm pretty sure the advertising from the beginning was essentially bullet time hell kind of shit, you know. I don't know, I've never actually seen much of Hades. I just know I've seen enough here where I'm like, yeah, if I got given to it for free on the Epic Games, or was on a discount to the point where I couldn't like not pick her up, I'll definitely play it. But it's not one of those games where I'm itching to play. It's like, it reminds me of a video from, I can't remember the channel, I'll probably throw a QR code on the screen. And it's to do with trailers, announcement trailers, or just trailers in general, and like talks about like the things that makes a trailer terrible. And that's things like a narrator narrating text that's on the screen, text that is interrupting the thing that is actually wanting to be seen, roguelike combat or whatever, and then it's just like, just show me the roguelike combat. Don't just tell me it's that. oh, don't tell kind of thing, you know? Patient wife and yeah. Just to clarify as well, for those that don't know, when it comes to my channel, I essentially play the games that I'm interested in playing, not games that is like, well, this is gonna bring me views. Like, if the game gives me views, then that's a lucky circumstance. I mean, my top viewed video is a Toy Story 2 video. Actually, the finale of it. And then, like, my third most viewed video is this game. I do appreciate just the amount of just enjoyment the game provides and was made through, because these days, like, yikes. Even the one game which I thought was like actually decent, being Destiny, like in hindsight, Bungie was a failed company from the get-go. They can do shit right back in Halo days, they can do things right with Activision, and they are certainly not doing anything right by themselves. And the only reason why Sony was willing to spend that much is because statistically and like number-wise, Bungie is one of the most successful indie development studios that has got a live service game, which is what Sony wants to get into more. Which I can't blame Sony for. They want to diversify their gaming market. They don't just want to be the studio that's known for AAA releases and story narrative games to the point where it's just like, could just make these into movies or a series. I don't know what Nintendo's like. Like, I know they do a lot of well crafted, I say a lot, I mean the recent Pokemons are not something to talk good about. Breath of the Wild, Zeldas, or the Marios, they're all that face. They're all well, like, designed games that took time and not live servicey in any way beyond any possible expansion if Nintendo decides. I mean, I guess the only game Nintendo's made which is live service is Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Smash Melee, whatever the fuck it's called. You could tell I'm not a Nintendo then. The only games I played as Nintendo as a kid, even up to now, has been Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy, the Advance. Actually no, just Game Boy Color actually it was. Zelda game on the Game Boy, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the original Zelda re-released for the Game Boy. I could be wrong on that. Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros, Mario Kart, and what was it, Pokemon Rescue Team Blue on the, and those three games obviously are on the DS, shall I say. I've definitely been more into Sony, but yeah, like seeing how the gaming industry is, and obviously as any industry is, they care about money. You could tell where all their priorities lie. I mean, Sony is releasing good products because that's what brings money. So don't be surprised if Sony's IPs that transition well into live services, that Sony ends up ditching the single player experiences. Do not be surprised, because they're just following the money just like any company would. Especially a company that is, I'm pretty sure they got more money than Nintendo, but barely much more. I mean, and then there's these two companies having to cope with the fact that they're competing against a fucking $1 trillion company, being Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft is dumb when it comes to games, but it's not like it matters. I mean, for years, decades now, Microsoft is not innovating in any way. They just buy the infrastructure or the companies that is innovating, and then they reap the benefits of it. I mean, hence why they invested 100 million, I think it was, into OpenAI. They essentially bought out OpenAI, but they're not going out of their way to innovate in the AI race. So that's how Microsoft works. If they feel like they're falling so far behind in the gaming industry, but they can see the amount of money the industry makes, they will just probably, like you've seen them doing, throw money at game developers and manufacturers or whatever to innovate under their umbrella. While Sony and Nintendo are forced to innovate as well as try and make a profit. So yeah, as soon as those two companies, Nintendo and PlayStation, goes into live service, you could bet their ass they're going to stick to it and probably ditch what made them popular to begin with. That's just the reality of it, so you got to deal with it. And it's things like that, which is why there's only a handful of titles in a year that I am very interested in, and that's if it's a good year. Like this year, I got Armored Core 6, the Phantom Liberty DLC, the Elden Ring DLC, and technically Final Fantasy 16. That is coming out, or it came out. I mean, Elden Ring isn't coming out until next year with its DLC in reality. But those three, well, 2 games and that 1 expansion from Cyberpunk, they're the only things I'm interested in this year. And Final Fantasy 16 isn't coming out until next year for PC, and my PC is not going to be up to code for it. I'm going to need an NVMe storage drive to store it on, just like how Cyberpunk or CDP is essentially saying, you want to play this game at high, at 1080p, you're going to need an NVMe. If you can only play on like low if you're using an SSD, like at 1080. If you want to play it on your hard drive, you probably have to go do 720p at 3 FPS. On low settings just to be able to play on my hard drive. Games are getting more demanding, so I'd have to invest in my PC a little more, but I expect to do that anyway every 4 to 6 years, which I'm going to do when the 50 series graphics cards come out. Buy new graphics cards. CPU I assume is going to still be up to code. I mean, I'm playing games at 60 FPS anyway, so I don't care so much about pushing the maximum frame rates, because I'm not that much into online games, so I don't care so much about frame rate. Either way, I'm dragging on quite a bit now at this point. I think that's all I gotta say really. Like, just the fact these games I'm playing is because I want to get through my catalogue of games I spend money on and got given for free on things like PS Plus or Epic Game Store, and get through it so then I could just move on with my life. Gaming I enjoy, but like it's definitely one of those things where as an adult, responsible, you need to only limit, you really need to limit it, unless it's your job, which then lucky you. But then in a way, unlucky you, because you'll be either tied to a particular game or you'll be playing games that you really don't seem to care for or just can't get into. I mean, look at Jack at this point, and Pewds. Like, those two are... I've not seen Jack in a while, but like every time I see a short of it or something like that of him saying how like he tried to get into Red Dead 2 and this like, and that, he's just saying he just can't because he just can't find the time to get engrossed in it. Like, he could probably play an hour or 2 of Red Dead, but he feels like that's not enough for him to get the claws in to him, which I can't blame him. Yeah, like, essentially the point being is just gaming is changing. A lot of people obviously change as well, but unless you're a consume product, the average person is just gonna carry on with their life. Probably maybe neglect gaming as a hobby because they will seek no benefit. It's a waste of time, a waste of money. That's part of the reason why I don't mind investing in my PC for games, because in a few, at least then I have a higher powerful system, so that I could do other things with it, like maybe get into game dev and make indie games myself, and maybe do 3D renders for things, and just be a video editor, maybe freelance video editing if I end up getting those skills, which I don't think I will. In all reality, I'm not doing anything flashy, I'm just doing something that's just engaging for the viewer and myself and whatever. But the only hope that gaming has at the moment is, as cliche as it sounds, is in the indie market. Despite what I said, with the amount of indie games I see coming up, it's being paid for a spot in advertising in these big showcases of gaming, and like game awards and etc. They're all cliche, they're all samey, but you do get those handful of indie games that are immaculate, incredibly designed, thought out, etc. So it's definitely, gaming right now at the moment is mirroring how it was in the 70s with the crash. A lot, like, literally look at it. Fucking gaming blows up, realizes a market and a way to make money. A bunch of developers make a new game and like something innovative, say like the season pass model or battle royales, and then every other fucking company that wants to make money hops onto that trend. It then collapses, then moves into another trend that collapses, and ET was the breaking point for it back in the 70s, to the point where they thought gaming was just a farce in the Western world, the economy, until Nintendo came out and picked up the remnants of gaming and continued it forward. And we're essentially seeing the same thing now. We're seeing very little innovation. Also as well, back then there was these developers, was just a handful of them, maybe 20 at most. And we're seeing now a trend of the development studios realizing that a studio of like 400 people is not worth it. And like, I mean, look at EA Origins. Like, that is literally a segment of the EA company going back to how it was 40 years ago, where you just had a handful of devs making a game that they was interested in, hiring the actors, the voice actors and all that. But beyond that, like, the group that is going to be there under the studio, it's for indefinitely or foreseeable future. It's just a handful of people. Of course, they'll have to hire additional people for that project, but they're not going to be staying there. So gaming has a chance. It has a chance, but we'll just have to see how many people keep getting baited into games or IPs or development studios because, but they made my favorite games, or they find my childhood. Sucker up, move on. I hate to say it, but that's just the frank world of it. The frank view of it. It's games I enjoyed as a kid, which I just can't fucking play anymore, or doesn't give me that feeling anymore. And I come to just accept it. Oh yeah, that's probably because I'm just, at this point, kind of done with gaming as a whole. I'm just playing these games because I want to enjoy the games I was made to be enjoyed, along with getting through my catalogue, which feels very good to get through your backlog of games. Either way, I've been talking on now for enough. That's my thoughts on gaming in general. That's what I think about the games I play, why I play them. That's what I thought about this game. It's just a fun, hectic game. If this game is released now, even with the highest fidelity possible, you could tell this game would have been reviewed not so great, being like a disappointment for John Woo or something like that, you know. So I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you all for watching this series. Stay tuned for what I release Friday, because I'm sure a lot of you will enjoy it, because I'm gonna be looking forward to it as well. Thank you all for watching. If you feel like you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye and take care.